Hello and welcome to day 31 of the Corona Yoga Challenge. I hope you're having a good day. We're going to get down to some yoga. If you please, first of all, check my website. Make sure that you're keeping safe. Any individual circumstances are looked after. So if you want to bring yourself into all fours, so we're going to start a fairly normal way. We're going to be arching our back up and down. So you're just going to get that feeling of lifting through the back of the waist and making space, lengthening out. And just go back and forth nice and smoothly. Ease out through the back of your body. Go with your breathing and allow the body to move fluidly. And one more time. And then after that, if you bring yourself into an all fours position, but if you have a slightly long position, so a long distance between your hands and your knees, if you then slide your t-shirt up, if you've got t-shirt over your elbows, let your elbows come down and onto the ground. Make sure you're on a mat for this so that you're nice and steady. You're going to tuck one toe under and then the other, straighten the legs so we come into that nice long plank position. You've got a little feeling of drawing up through the tummy, down through the back of the shoulders, along through the back of your neck. Let your knees come onto the floor. Walk your hands back to stretch your hips back for a moment. And then come back and into all fours. So again, we've got that long distance between our hands and our knees. From here, you're going to slide your weight forwards into your hands to let your knees come up, just as we did before. You're going to walk one hand, so your left hand, in towards the centre, and then you're going to roll your feet out so you come onto the side. And then from there you can let your free hand come up and overhead if you would like. So you see my top foot is just touching the floor to make sure I keep nice and steady. And then you're going to bring your hand back down and onto the ground. Roll your heels up so they're nice and even. Knees come down to the ground, hips rest back. And you let your body breathe for a moment. And then we're going to come over to the opposite side. So same thing but on the opposite side. So long distance between hands and knees, shoulders slide forward, hips lift up. And then this time your right hand will move in towards the centre a little bit. You're going to roll out and round onto the outside edge of your foot, and top foot is just going to make contact with the floor. And then if it's comfortable, just let your upper hand come up, keep breathing, stay steady, and then bring your hand back onto the floor. Roll your heels up so they're both facing up the way, and then knees come down, hips rest back and stretch back and rest your head down. Breathe into the back of your body, enjoy that softness, and then if you bring yourself into all fours, tuck your toes under at the back, walk your hands in towards your knees, soften through the knees, lift up through the pelvic floor, up through the tummy, hands come all the way up and overhead and down to your sides. And then if you want to bring yourself to a standing position so you've got something beside you as a bit of support, I'm going to use this little bit of door. No, I need to move further back, you can see me, so I'm going to use a bit of window, really there, honest. So one hand is going to be on your support, one leg is going to float up, and you're going to bring your knee out towards the side. So think about the supporting leg moving in towards your centre line, knee rotating out and round, shoulders relaxed, breathing steady. Bring yourself back to the centre, knee comes down, and then we're going to come to the opposite side. So you're going to let your hand rest onto the support, opposite leg is going to come up, supporting leg nice and strong. Get a little lift underneath the diaphragm and shoulders release down. And then your knee is going to come out towards the sides, stay steady, stay easy. And then bring yourself back to the centre, feet come down to the ground. We're going to do that one more time with potentially a little bit more movement through the hips. So hand on the support, one knee is going to come in. You're going to take your hand underneath the back of your knee so you can hold it in. And this time you might be able to draw your knee up a little bit higher And you're thinking about the opening movement of the hip as well, or of the knee which opens the hip. Stay steady, bring your knee back to the centre, and then we're going to come to the opposite side. So hand on your support, knee comes in. It might be you prefer just to do it with your hand on your knee low, so do adapt as you need to. Hand can come underneath your knee, and then it can slide out to the side, and we keep that feeling of open and lift through the tummy and soft down through the shoulders. Steady and even breathing, and then bring your knee back to the centre. Let your foot settle down onto the ground. From here we're going to come to sitting. So if you want to bring yourself so that you're sitting with your legs out in front, so just nice and comfortably, so that you've got the feeling of your feet growing up and towards the ceiling. So soften your knees as much as you need to do this. So from here we're going to take the knees bent and we're going to let them come apart, and we're going to let the heels come in and the toes come out. So you're just going to rock yourself once it might be further away, once you've got a comfortable position, you're going to have your hands on your knees or on your shins, and you're just going to rock yourself slightly from one side to the other side. So just a little bit of almost like playing or a little bit of fun, nothing too serious. And then let yourself come settle. Think about a little bit of lift underneath the hips if necessary, so you can get that lifting up through the lower back, and hands can rest comfortably onto your legs. Shoulders are really, really comfortable and relaxed. And then you're going to take one hand onto your leg, and it might be onto your ankle, it might be onto your knee, it might be onto your thigh. Just see where's comfortable for you today. Spiral round towards the open space at the back. Breathe really deeply into the side and deep lungs. Enjoy that feeling that as you breathe in, it stretches you round a little bit more into the pose. As you breathe out, you soften back. And we're going to come all the way back and to the centre. So come all the way over to the opposite side. Again, just choose where your hand is going to be so that your shoulders are relaxed, and then gentle lift up and underneath the diaphragm. Spiral round with the rib cage, open out, lengthen the back of the neck, soft hands, and bring yourself all the way back to the centre. Shoulders release down, and then we're going to come and do one more on each side. So you're going to take hand, cross your waist and round the back, and then open round. And this time just notice the feeling of your body underneath your hands, so you can just gently press in so you can feel yourself. Bring yourself back to the centre, and then round to the opposite side. Same thing, just a nice steady spiral. And all the way back to the centre. From here you're going to find a comfortable position so we can do some breathing. So we're going to do our little sips or our ladder breath in, and then the ujjayi breath out. So the ujjayi breath being that sounding breath, but hopefully with the lips a little bit closed. So start by just allowing your breathing to come to its normal pattern, and just notice what that pattern is for you. So just noticing your inhale, noticing your exhale. Noticing how smooth it feels, noticing if there's any little jumps in it. So you might find as you breathe in it's nice and smooth, and as you breathe out there's a little stutter almost, a little hint of a less smooth movement. If you come to that bit, just gently notice it and just focusing on allowing the breath here, exhale to become a little bit smoother, but don't make it if it doesn't want to. If it wants to keep doing that, that's what it wants to do. So we're going to do our little ladder breath now. So in, out. Go faster or slower as you need. In, out. And again. And then let your breathing just become relaxed and easy. So my challenge for you today is to find a yoga video where you think that you can't do whatever, or know that you can't do what's in the video, but I want you to watch it and imagine you are totally doing whatever it is that's in the video. And I'd like you just to feel how it feels to be doing that pose. There's so much that we can do with our mind and our what we see and how that affects our body. So this is, I feel like, a visualization project where you just imagine, yep, that is me. I am really enjoying that. That's the idea, rather than, oh my goodness, this feels so hard and I'm concentrating so hard. See if you can find something you can really imagine. Yes, I am doing this. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a back flip. You know, the way you're standing and then you bend your knees, you flip up, turn over. That's what I'm going to imagine to do. Definitely can't do it. And my quote for you today: inhale the future, exhale the past. Inhale the future, exhale the past. Thank you.